He's gonna bring his best game. I'll bring my best game, and we'll see what happens.
How do you feel it's gonna be like without a crowd?
It's gonna suck ass. Even when I knock him out or hurt him, it's not gonna be as fun, but that's why I said I'm just gonna get this victory, dominate him, and then we're gonna have a huge fight with Gervonta, and that's gonna be what I'm really searching for. I only fight for other people. I don't care about myself. My ego's out of this game. I'm all about winning and entertaining everybody, so it sucks. But we'll figure it out. You feel like you're a top dog, you're the king. And I think that's what everybody's shooting for, to be that king over everybody. King over the opponents, king over the division, king over... You want to be the king, just like LeBron James. He's King James, he's king of the court. I want to be king of the ring. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I appreciate it a lot. Thank you for having me.
Once a week, so I do once every 2 weeks. We alternate the training.
I don't just rely on my power. You know, my last 2 fights, because people, you know, used to me knocking people out, they don't want to give you the credit you deserve for going 10 and going 12 and making it look easy. But my heart rate didn't even go in the yellow zone. I don't need to bang you out to win. You know, I'll give you a good hiding for 10. I'll give you a good hiding for 12. You know, not that I plan on this going past 4 rounds.
Aspiring to him is probably one of my favourite things to do outside of fighting.
So we go through different phases in camp, and Conor likes to be neuromuscularly ready for the session. I want him to be ready for the session as well. So we do some priming exercises. They could be power exercises, but they could also be isometric exercises. So overcoming isometrics are where you're applying maximal force against an immovable object. And Conor likes that because it lights his CNS up before he does his heavy lifting. So instead of just going in cold, he prioritises that. And we like doing that in the middle of the week as well, because it doesn't mean too much fatigue as well at a muscular level. So we'll be doing lots of that later today.
Conor Benn is in top fight ranking. He is deep into training camp in Santa Monica as he prepares for his huge September 12th showdown with Ryan Garcia. And according to reports, Benn isn't just preparing to win, he's training with a knockout in mind. His team knows Ryan Garcia has been stopped before, so they believe there's a real opportunity to hurt him if they land the right shots. Benn is clearly looking to bring pressure, power, and confidence into this fight. With both fighters having plenty at stake, September 12th could be a major night for Benn as he looks to make a statement against Garcia.
He is a solid fighter.
What do you have on Conor Benn?
Conor Benn, he's training here in Santa Monica, Max, getting ready for the big fight against Ryan Garcia. It's going to be September 12th, and I am told, and you don't hear this a lot really, I'm told that he is training for the knockout. He knows that Ryan Garcia has been stopped before.
Conor Benn is making it clear that he isn't preparing for a long fight against Ryan Garcia. His goal is simple. He wants to stop Garcia before the final bell. Benn says he plans to trust his natural style and let his instincts take over once they step into the ring. He's confident in his power and timing, and he believes one clean shot could change everything. Benn is looking for the perfect moment to land a big punch on Garcia's chin and end the fight in dramatic fashion. This shows just how confident Benn is heading into the September 12th showdown.
Down the distance. I plan on going in there and getting a stoppage, for sure.
Is there anything tactically, without giving too much away, that
I'm just going to go in there and do what I do, which is plant one on his chin and try and put him to sleep.
Your dad...
Ryan Garcia is clearly excited for his upcoming showdown with Conor Benn. He says he can't wait to step into the ring and believes this fight has all the ingredients to become a classic. Ryan sounds confident and ready for whatever Benn brings on fight night. He's not just looking to compete, he wants to make a serious statement. Garcia says he's ready to go and plans to use his speed, power, and explosiveness to put Benn to sleep. With both fighters promising an aggressive performance, this could be a fight packed with action from the opening bell.
Showdown, the fans are really excited for your fight. It's gonna be a sellout. What do you put it, man? You know, you always do it and you like to stuff with your thumb.
Here's the thing, when I can't wait, it's gonna be a beautiful experience. When I can't wait, when I'm excited, when I'm ready to go, it's gonna be a beautiful night. Don't miss it. You know, it's gonna be a classic, bro. I'm gonna hit him with some shit. That's what put this guy to speak.
You're the mega in
Lopez believes Ryan Garcia could be extremely difficult to beat if he performs the same way he did against Barrios. In his view, that version of Ryan would look almost unbeatable against Conor Benn. But Lopez also warns not to underestimate Benn. He points out that Benn is hungry, motivated, and constantly putting in the work inside the gym. Benn is taking this opportunity very seriously and is determined to prove himself on the big stage. Lopez says Benn is definitely no pushover, and with that level of dedication and hunger, he could have what it takes to shock Ryan Garcia and pull off a major upset.
Or on Barrios, so if we see the same Ryan that we saw in Barrios, I think he's unbeatable right now. So, you know, it should be a great fight though. Overall, people should definitely tune in, and you know, the only thing that's the downside of that is that it's not on the zone everywhere.
Well,
it's the only downside.
You know, Ryan, well, Terrence Crawford noted he's questioning Ryan's focus heading into this fight, and to be fair to Terrence, like his body looked better at this stage of camp heading into the Barrios fight. Just looking at him physically, his body right now, about 6 weeks out from the fight, looks more like it did heading into the upset loss to Rolly. You know, but you said if he comes in like Barrios, he'll be unbeatable in this fight. But is that the version you think we're getting from the outside looking in?
I think we're gonna get an example of what it is. You always hear the saying where they say, it's easier to get the belt, but then it's harder to keep it, right? So you always hear that type of saying, and maybe Ryan right now might find out that, right? Ideally, in the business aspect, everyone wants to see Ryan win. But Conor Benn...
Teofimo Lopez has raised some concerns about Conor Benn's training ahead of his fight with Ryan Garcia. Lopez feels Benn is fighting too close and keeping his punches within a tight range. He also notices that Benn often carries his head too far forward, which could become a problem against someone as fast and sharp as Garcia. Lopez believes Ryan could take advantage of that position by catching Benn with clean counter-punches. However, despite his criticism, Lopez is still backing Benn to win. He believes Benn has the hunger and determination to make the necessary adjustments and pull off the victory.
I would critique a little bit is the way that they're training for the Ryan Garcia fight. It's too enclosed. It's too enclosed.
You mean in terms of distance, the range he's throwing his punches at, his head kind of forward, and
that's all that's all for like food for Ryan to capitalize and punch on. So, and Ryan would definitely try to hit those tempo shots. But I'm rooting for Conor Benn, man, and you know,
you're rooting for him.
Yeah, I'm rooting
over Ryan.
Mike Tyson has given his prediction for the highly anticipated Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn fight. When asked who he believes would come out on top, Tyson didn't hesitate with his answer. The boxing legend picked Ryan Garcia to win the matchup. Tyson's prediction adds even more attention to a fight that already has fans and fighters debating the outcome. Garcia brings speed, athleticism, and power, while Benn is known for his pressure and determination. But according to Mike Tyson, Ryan Garcia has what it takes to get the victory when these two finally meet in the ring.
Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn. Who wins?
Emiliano Vargas sees the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn matchup as a true 50-50 fight. He believes both fighters have a real chance to win, and there's no clear favorite. Vargas points out that Ryan Garcia has struggled before when opponents put serious pressure on him, especially against Oscar Duarte. That's why he expects Conor Benn to bring non-stop pressure, toughness, and determination into the ring. Vargas also notes that both fighters are comfortable at higher weights, with Ryan usually walking around much heavier. So on fight night, Vargas believes the size, pressure, and styles could make this a very interesting battle.
And what about Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn?
I think that's a 50-50 fight as well. I definitely do think Ryan had some trouble with Oscar Duarte putting the pressure like that. I think Conor Benn's going to come with a lot of tenacity and a lot of willpower. And I think he'll hang in there. He's coming from a higher weight. And but we do know that Ryan comes from a higher weight as well. He walks around heavier. So I just think we'll have.
Tarver sees Ryan Garcia as the betting favorite because of his proven speed and punching power. He points out that Garcia doesn't always showcase his full hand speed, but when he lets his shots go, he can be extremely dangerous. As for Conor Benn, Tarver recalls seeing him take significant punishment in previous fights, which makes him view the matchup as a genuine 50-50 contest. Ultimately, he believes the winner will be the fighter who shows up better prepared on the night.
Okay. But Ryan Garcia, they have him as the favorite. Do you think that's correct?
Yeah, I mean, power. You got to always favor a
speed,
guy
right?
with speed and power.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times he don't use his speed, but he definitely uses power. He's a puncher.
Absolutely.
So, and we've seen Ben get busted up a little bit. So, pick 'em fight.
Coach Robert Garcia shares his thoughts on the Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn matchup. He acknowledges that Conor Benn is a tough fighter. He explains that if Benn can get inside, work the body, and withstand Ryan Garcia's power, it could be a difficult fight. Despite the potential challenges, he believes Ryan Garcia is too fast and explosive. He predicts that sooner or later, Ryan will land a hard, finishing punch, likely a left hook, that will hurt Benn.
And wait, you know, Ryan is a young, talented kid here in Southern California, very loved by everybody, and definitely going to be supporting him. But you know, he's in a tough fight, man. Conor Benn is tough. He's gonna, if Conor Benn's able to get in on the inside and work good body work with taking Ryan's punch, because Ryan has tremendous power and speed. If Conor's able to get in there and frustrate Ryan, then it's going to be a tough fight for Ryan. But you know, I think Ryan's too fast and too explosive that sooner than later he will land that hard punch that could hurt Conor.
Taylor believes Ryan Garcia has the edge in this matchup, calling him the quicker, sharper, and more experienced boxer. He expects Garcia's superior skills to eventually lead to a knockout victory over Conor Benn. While Taylor admits Benn has the advantage in size and strength, he hasn't seen enough improvement in Benn's overall game to convince him that those physical advantages will be enough to overcome Garcia's speed, experience, and boxing ability.
Probably knocks him out. Unless everything's all good and all that, you know. But I think that Ryan Garcia is just a better boxer. He's quicker, he's sharper, he's got more experience in the game. I don't think Conor Benn has done well, has improved a hell of a lot. He's quick, he's stronger, he's bigger and stronger than Ryan Garcia. But going off that last performance, I don't think Garcia's got anything to worry about. I think Garcia probably knocks him out.
Taylor believes Conor Benn's move up to 160 pounds may have had a bigger impact on him than people realize. Since moving up in weight, Benn hasn't looked quite like the fighter fans are used to seeing. Taylor suggests that adjusting to the heavier weight could have taken a physical toll and affected Benn's performances. Now, the real question is how he will look against Ryan Garcia. Will Benn finally feel comfortable at the weight and show his best form, or will those recent struggles continue when he steps into the ring with Garcia?
There is that, like, you've got to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's coming back down to 147, well, it wasn't 147, 148 or 149, was it? Well, it was 150, was it? Oh, well. I thought it was maybe a little bit lighter than that, but...
I think he might have weighed in at 149, but it was contracted at 150.
Right, okay, so he weighed at 149, but then it goes another, it's coming down for 160, and after having all them... I don't know what to say, you know, because I might get a court case on my ass. But hey, it is what it is. He's done it properly. He's not looked as good. But it might be a case of his body adjusting to being so heavy and taking off that muscle mass. It takes a bit of time to adjust to losing that weight again and getting your body used to it and being at that weight and performing and with the training load and all.
Ryan Garcia says Conor Benn has talked about this fight for years, even approaching him at an awards show in London. Now, with both fighters established at the top, Garcia believes the timing is finally right. He says the waiting is over, and it's time to settle everything in the ring.
He's been talking for some time. It hasn't even just been recently. You know, it's been maybe a year, 2 years. He actually pulled up on me in London and, you know, tried to fight me, start some trouble at a award show. So ever since then, he's been on my radar. But since he's #1 and I'm world champion, I said, let's do it. You know, there's no more waiting. Let's just get it on.
That's right.
Conor Benn has one goal: become one of boxing's biggest stars by taking on the toughest fights. After earning his WBC mandatory position, Benn says he's ready for anyone. Whether it's Ryan Garcia or another challenger, his message is simple: step up and let's fight.
And the potential for a fight against him is what everybody's been making noise about as well. Where is your head in regards to that? What fight do you want? What have you told Dana White?
Listen,
What's the fight that you
we're
want?
going to try and make the WBC world title. You know, I'm mandatory for that shot. I've worked hard to get to that shot. But ultimately, I'm not sure of options. You know, there's plenty of fighters calling me out. So we'll see what's there. Whatever fight the public want, they can get. I'm here because I want to make the biggest fights possible. I want to make the most memorable nights in boxing. You know, the ones where people go, "Cool, what a fight, what a night." Something to remember, history made, legacy made. That's why I'm here. So whoever wants it can get it.
Ryan Garcia says he has always wanted to become the face of boxing. He already had the fame and millions of fans, but felt a world title was missing. Now that he has the belt, Garcia wants to prove he belongs at the top through hard work, strong performances, and the biggest fights of his career.
Don't hesitate to back it up when you have the opportunity to do so. I want to know, however, where your headspace is at from the standpoint, once upon a time, you were thinking about being the face of boxing. Do you still think about that right now? Or is it just one of those situations where having only 3 fights in the last 3 years, you're just simply taking one fight at a time?
Well, you know, as I'm a world champion now, and now that I feel like I have the belt, and, you know, I've always had the following, I've always had, you know, all the opportunities you can have as a superstar. You know, now that I have this piece that I kind of was missing, of course, I would love to keep fighting and kind of carry boxing. I actually lead this generation of young fighters of popularity and now of being a world champion. So I have all the opportunities to become the face of boxing, but now I just have to prove it with my dedication and all my fights that are going to be lined up. I have to do it now.
You've been through a lot.
Conor Benn says his priority is giving fans fights worth paying for and delivering action every time he steps into the ring. He believes too many fighters focus on protecting their unbeaten records, which can lead to cautious and boring performances. Benn says he would rather lose in an exciting battle than win without taking risks. For him, boxing is about passion, effort, and giving fans a night they'll remember.
Give people value for money. I want to give people the fights that they want. You ain't always going to have an unbelievable night in the office. Sometimes the styles don't suit, they don't match up. But ultimately, I feel like it changed with Mayweather when he come along and it was the undefeated record and everyone was scared of losing. Ultimately, I'd rather lose an exciting fight than win a boring fight, because then it's like, did you even win?
Yeah.
You know, so for me, I just want to give people value for money. I want people to want to tune into a Conor Benn fight, win, lose or draw. You know, I fight with my heart on my sleeve and they're getting everything I've got. I pour my soul into my fights and I give them every shot I have.
I'll close with this.
Ryan Garcia is putting in serious work as he prepares for his next major challenge. He's training hard with his team, staying focused and disciplined throughout camp. His coaches are pushing him every day, sharpening his skills and making sure he's ready for anything inside the ring. With the intensity continuing to rise, Garcia is determined to turn all that hard work into a standout performance when fight night arrives.
What's good, champ? What's good? We wear the same tank top, see? We're the same. You know what he told me? He said 5 rounds.
For sure.
I need faster hands, Rob. I need faster hands, you know that.
Big up anything. Is that work? But see, man, earlier you know, when we saw me train, I fuck motherfuckers up every day in the gym.
Back, big time.
I box every day. All day, every day, 14 days on and 1 day off. It's gonna be great. You have to put the work in. You know what I mean? What it is.
No petty foreigner.
How you been?
Conor Benn says his training mindset is simple: give everything he has. He believes every camp should be 110%, so when fight night arrives, he knows he did everything possible to prepare. Benn can accept a loss, but not the regret of knowing he could have worked harder. For him, preparation means leaving no excuses and letting the results speak for themselves.
Nicely. It's hard, it's brutal. This is my last fight at 147.
Your last fight what?
This is my last fight at 147. When I win the world title, I'll move on. But for me, I haven't made 147 for 4 years, so it's challenging. Don't get me wrong, it's really hard. You think I went up to 183 pounds for the Eubank fights, you know, so it's hard, but, you know, we're getting it done.
Yeah. So after this fight, we'll be going up to 154 pounds then?
154, 160, 168.
Okay. Yeah.
interesting stuff. But yeah.
Oscar says the entire team is fully committed to making this event a major success. Their priority is giving Ryan Garcia the support and preparation he needs to face Conor Benn at his best. With everyone working together and leaving nothing to chance, the goal is for Ryan to enter the ring confident, sharp, and fully prepared. Oscar believes this is Ryan's moment to rise to the occasion and show the world what he can do.
We had a talk the other day. It's great. It's good. We had a discussion the other day, and I know he said a couple of things on your show and this and that, but we talked to each other. Everything's great. We're gonna make sure that this event is big. We're gonna make sure that Ryan gets what he deserves, that he's treated the way he deserves, and just make sure that he's ready and prepared to go up and take the throne from Conor Benn. I mean, he has no throne, but I'm saying, make sure that he goes out there 100% and beats Conor Benn.
So that's interesting. Fernando Vargas believes Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn could be much closer than expected. He credits Garcia's amateur experience and early career, but says Benn's toughness could make the difference. Vargas points to Benn's ability to keep fighting through adversity, while questions remain about how Garcia responds under pressure. If both are pushed to their limits, he expects a highly competitive fight.
Really?
Yeah.
Ryan's got a much deeper amateur background. He got the left hook and all that, but
Has Conor Benn quit?
no, he is not.
That's all you gotta say. When you think about that, all you gotta think is that. Has Conor Benn quit?
No.
Okay.
But he didn't
Wait.
fight
Let me ask you a question. Has Ryan Garcia quit?
Eddie Hearn respects Conor Benn's ability, but he has serious concerns about how Benn will perform at 147 pounds against Ryan Garcia. He believes the move back down in weight could affect Benn's strength and punching power, especially after competing at a higher weight. Hearn sees the weight cut as a major factor and warns that if Benn can't maintain his usual power at 147, Garcia could gain a significant advantage.
It was one of the problems in going to 160 to fight Eubank. To come back to 140, it's a really tough thing to do. And I think when he fought Prograis, was it 151 or 150? Like, he just didn't look the same. He looked like he was lacking power, didn't look that strong.
Tim Bradley and Max Kellerman believe Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn is unlikely to reach the final bell. Bradley points to Benn's constant pressure, while Garcia's explosive offense brings danger of its own. He also believes Garcia's aggressive style could leave openings for Benn. With both fighters carrying speed and power, Bradley and Kellerman expect an explosive fight that ends decisively rather than going the distance.
Watching them interact, I like Conor Benn's chances better than before they interacted. Ryan said this is not going the distance. Do you believe him?
I believe it's not going the distance. I think somebody's going to get knocked out. I think both their styles, when you match them up, like I told you early on, you got Benn, who can punch, right? And anybody that can punch always tends to put Ryan on the defense, right? We haven't seen that scary shell. Remember, Barrios couldn't punch like that, when he turns his back like this and go on that scary shell.
Luke Campbell dropped him too.
Luke Campbell dropped him. But I feel like
Luke Campbell, Olympic gold medalist, by the way.
Yes. I feel like Benn has a chance because he has a right hand, good right hand, a strong right hand. I think the pressure that he puts on the pressure
he has an engine.
Well, yeah, he keeps going, and you see the will that he has.
Connor's mental is strong. Yeah,
he's mentally strong. However, look, if he gets past that left hook, he got to get past that left hook, man. And one more thing.
Sanchez sees Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn as a true 50-50 fight. Garcia has shown flashes of brilliance, but his inconsistency raises questions. Benn's weight cut is another concern. Sanchez expects a competitive battle, with a late knockout potentially deciding it.
Two guys that have been talking a lot, I guess. Ryan has just had a great fight with Barrios. He looked very good, but then he didn't look so good against Rolly. So it depends on which Garcia shows up. I think Benn coming down, hopefully he's doing it correctly. It doesn't weaken him. I look for a late knockout, actually, in this fight. Either way, I'm not picking one guy or the other because if the right Conor Benn shows up weight-wise, then he could be too strong for Garcia. But if Garcia cracks him, he can hit, so it's a 50-50.
Liam Goff expects Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn to deliver plenty of drama. He sees Benn as dangerous, but believes Garcia's skills and ability to take control will be the difference. Goff is backing Ryan to handle the challenge and come out on top.
That is that. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn,
T-Mobile Arena, September 12th, live on DAZN and on Paramount in the US. I'd say DAZN, it'll do decent numbers in the UK. This fight, Conor Benn being involved, the UK audience will buy it. But if DAZN got that fully, as in pay-per-view in the US and the UK, oh boy, they'd be laughing all the way to the bank. But they've got something out of it, if nothing else. Ryan Garcia, Conor Benn, I'm all for it. I think Ryan Garcia is going to win, but I'm all for the build-up. The build-up is going to be...
Chris Eubank Jr. is backing Ryan Garcia to dominate Conor Benn. He believes Ryan's speed, power, and overall ability will be too much for Benn from the opening bell. Eubank's bold prediction: Garcia stops Benn within 4 rounds.
Final one from myself, and I'd assume a lot of people would have asked you about it today, but obviously Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn got announced. I know you'd have been asked about that fight before, but now it's announced. How do you think that plays out on September 12th?
I think it's come about because of the political sphere of how boxing is at the moment. But in terms of fighting in the ring, it's a mismatch. I expect Garcia to win within 4 rounds.
Bernie questions whether Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn is being driven by boxing merit or money and politics. He doubts Benn truly earned the WBC opportunity, but admits boxing is a business. Still, if they meet, Bernie favors Ryan Garcia to win.
I mean, well, they pushed him up to number 1, so it was politics and money, pressing the number 1. I don't think this win warranted a shot at the championship, but Ryan Garcia is coming off a loss and got a shot at the championship. So boxing is a shaky game. I guess if you can quote unquote do numbers or have the right political connections, anything has happened. But
fans are watching the weigh-in closely to see how Ryan Garcia and Conor Benn look at 147 pounds. One host favors Ryan, believing his incredible speed and dangerous left hook could create major problems for Benn when the fight begins.
Well, it remains to be seen. He's now older, and these fights that he just had, with Eubank and Prograis, they weren't fights that were like simple fights. There were fights, there were wars, mini wars. So I'm anxious to see what he's going to look like the day of the weigh-in. As Brian knows, you can always tell when someone struggled in the weigh-in, and you can tell when someone's completely drained. And we'll see. I just know that Ryan Garcia at 140, at 147, that left hook is unbelievable. And again, I don't see...
Gareth A. Davies questions whether Conor Benn can comfortably make 147 pounds. He fears the weight cut could hurt Benn against Ryan Garcia, especially with Ryan's dangerous left hook. Davies predicts Garcia will eventually stop Benn, despite Benn's successful career trajectory.
He is a box office star through thin and thick, thinner, thick and thicker, controversy and the like. He's got star character and star qualities. If he's going to make 147, if he's good at the weight, it'll be a good fight. If he has really struggled at the weight, he's going to struggle against Garcia, who is a massive puncher at welterweight with both left and right hooks, notably that left hook. It's a dangerous fight for him. I think it'll deliver all the way to the fight, but I'm afraid I think he'll get knocked out by Ryan Garcia, unless he knocks Garcia out himself. I want to see Devin Haney in with Ryan Garcia as well in the rematch. That's a massive fight. But Conor Benn, I've said this before and I will say it again, could end up with 50, 60, 70 million in the bank and never win a world title. And that's an extraordinary thing to say, but it will make him a very successful boxer in this period.
If you're... Paulie Malignaggi predicts Ryan Garcia will stop Conor Benn within 6 rounds. He sees a clear gap in skill and power, questioning whether Benn is ready for Garcia's level. Malignaggi believes Ryan can score a massive knockout and make a statement.
Garcia Benn. I mean, a lot of people saying that Garcia is too skilled.
Ryan knocks him out. The fight doesn't go 6 rounds, in my opinion. Ryan knocks him out.
Why is that? Is that the disparity in skill, or?
Yeah, I mean, disparity in skill, disparity in power. I don't think Conor Benn's that good, bro. I think it's obvious he's not that good, but, Ryan Garcia is a very good fighter. When he's motivated and he's pushing himself, and I think, as a champion, Ryan will understand the responsibility on his shoulders as well to elevate his game. He's already at a very good level. He's already a very good fighter. But this fight is an opportunity for him to make a statement because he's fighting a guy who's got a big name, but also a guy who probably doesn't belong in the ring with him. And so I think he's got a chance to do something of a statement in this fight by getting, a massive destructive type of victory And I think that that's probably what happens in the fight.